SongCast Radio. True music discovery.
You are listening to the Hip Hop Spotlight, indie music from around the world, commercial free and free to stream. We have an amazing artist to feature on this Hip Hop Spotlight out of Houston, Texas. Familiarize yourself with DeRay. The release is called The Elixir. Head online, buy some tracks from this amazing release, support this indie artist. We started off our interview with me asking DeRay to tell everyone about himself.
Okay, well, artist's name is DeRay. I've been doing it for a minute, but this is actually the first time that I'm putting my CDs, my music online. So it was always from hand to hand, I wanted to get all my money, but in my artistry for like about 20 years, man. I'm not new to this. Started at the age of 13, hooked up with my DJ Loose T. He had 2 turntables in the mixer way back. And we started doing demos, man. And from now, rocking parties, like I say, it's in my bio, rocking skate rinks, house parties, and it just grew from there. But now the music is serious, though. It's real serious because it's more on the conscious side. Everything that you hear from me is a true story. It happened,
Is that what inspires most of your tracks, is real life situations?
Yeah, it is. You got to keep it real, man. A lot of people say they're keeping it real, but let's face it, and I'm not here to talk about them, but you can't be on your video throwing money in mansions, Bentleys and all of that, when you don't do that. You're misleading people. So we're just keeping it real, man, and keeping it real conscious, man. Now, I said we're just here to just keep it real in the music and change the game like that. Bring the game back to resuscitate it,
So your brand new release is called The Elixir.
Yes, it is, The Elixir.
And tell me, now, is this your first release or your first full-length release?
It is online. Like I said, I have 2 previous EPs, Facing Opposition and After the Rain, but I never put them online because I never really wanted to be in the industry like that, But it's like nobody's listening to CDs these days, so you have to go online.
So did any of the tracks from the EPs make it onto the full-length release?
Yeah, you have Mariah, Desire, Second Chance.
Okay, let's talk about the new release. What is The Elixir? What are you providing that's the elixir that people are going to intake?
Man, it's a concoction of realness, the real medicine to try to heal some people, try to heal some situations. I hope they can learn from my mistakes. Because this is just like a book, just a biography of my life. So if it can help someone,
Where did you
help someone?
Where did you record these tracks at?
Oh, Black Label Studio in Houston, Texas. Shout out to D, man.
What's the scene like down there in Houston?
Oh man, it's nice, man. It's getting congested though, because a lot of people is moving to Houston, so it's getting real tight down here. But it's beautiful, man. We have. See, a lot of people think that we country down here, it's a little country. Everywhere you go, it's a little country. But man, it's nice.
Is it really an East Coast, West Coast thing like everybody says?
No, man. Down here, man, down south in Houston, Texas, we have our own way of life, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really about swangers, candy paint, wood grain, sipping syrup and all that stuff. That's old. We been did that in the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? That's these new cats that's still trying to do it,
Is there a good camaraderie between the artists down there, or is it kind of everybody for himself, kind of lots of little mini wars going on and stuff?
I would say wars, we grown men now, So all that beef that people had against each other, that's gone. Now it's time to make some good music, make some good money. No, it's not no beef. We don't do that. At least I don't, I ride my own lane.
Much better to take time doing that petty stuff and just put it towards the music, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's not going to get us nowhere,
You doing any live shows down there?
I haven't been on stage in about a year, man. But with this album right here, I'm jumping back out there.
Awesome. So if somebody wants to check in with you, see how you're doing, find any show dates when they pop up and stuff. You got some social media you can throw out to people?
Yeah, they can get me on Facebook, Brand New Man, BRAND capital N-U, man, M-A-N. I mean, I'm on Instagram, but I'm hardly on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter. But I mean, I'm not really that computer savvy like that. So if you leave me a message, I might not get it till next week, you know?
Okay.
But Facebook, I'm usually on there every day. I usually pop in and pop out. So I get my messages.
So tell me a little bit about some of the tracks on this release, The Elixir. What's your favorites, and which ones would you want me to include in the show?
My favorite, man, well, one of my favorites is Energy. It's your inner God, me and Relentless, man. I mean, that just sums it up.
So tell me about that track, and tell me about Relentless that you featured on that track.
Oh, well, that's my homeboy, man, from junior high and high school. And the man code. The first one we did was I Am. And we also got a video for that on YouTube. I Am. E-Y-E-A-M. And it's talking about your third eye. You know, I am, we are, you are. But Energy, man, that's like some revolutionary type. And I mean, it's true. The words are true. I would just rather them hit a song because I really can't explain it to them. They just have to hit a song and they'll feel it. I promise they'll feel it.
Let's hear the song. Here is Energy, indie music from DeRay, True Music Discovery on SongCast.
They are a secret network of international pirates who identify with no nation, no national flag, and no established religion. Their flag is the skull and crossbones, and their god, G-O-D, spells gold, oil, and trust.
Black man living in America. They trying to kill me and assassinate my character. Then embarrass us by teaching us to back down. And if you stand up, the cards is double stacked. Now they want us in the background, nurturing they rise up. What more can they do to show you they despise us? Kill Sandra Bland, murdered Fred Hampton, tortured Emmett Till, tried to erase the Black Panthers. I'm a cancer to their master plan, a virus to their mindset, infection to their intellect, Ebola to their disrespect, blade to their neck, hollow points to their heart. They just vampire Vikings, we are goddamn gods, and Lord knows I oppose all they rage and violence against my people. I will not remain silent, man, we dying and we sit in cages. No more crying, this ain't the time for no goddamn brand. Ain't nobody coming to save us. The sleeping giant, they refuse to fucking wake up. The sleeping giant, they refuse to fucking wake up.
Yeah. God, nigga. See, I was made by the image, so call me by my name. Ashe, Ibadu, we in the same game. My mind frame is to levitate this dead weight and operate in a superior God state. So many faces, snakes giving me all shakes, trying to erase they slate. How long come it take? Equivalate the weight with patient faith, evaluating our race. No wonder why they hate. I stand proud at the fact that I'm black, and at the fact that I'm hard, and at the fact that I'm God, and it's a fact that we scarred. But these bruises gon' heal, cause we was born for this shit. Gods never get killed, red or blue pill, fuck that. Give me the sun, open your third word, and bear witness to one. Red or blue pill, fuck that. Give me the sun, open your third word, and bear witness to one. We gods.
So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men, respected as a man. As we know, this country was built on the black backs of black people across this country. And if we don't have it, you ain't gonna have it either, because we gonna tear it up. That's what they saying. And people ought to understand that. I don't see why they don't understand it. They know what they've done to us. All across this country, they know what they've done to us. This country is desperately sick, and man is on the
That is DeRay Energy, featured artist on this Hip Hop Spotlight. We are speaking with DeRay about his music, tracks off of the Elixir. Here we go into more of our conversation. Now, when you talk about people hearing the song, how many times does somebody hear a track and come at you with a meaning that's totally something that you didn't have in mind when you wrote the song?
Well, you know, I do that all the time, Joe. Because I can make a song, and I might not even like the song till 4-5 months later. And everybody else like, man, that's live. I like that. I'm like, nah. But then I listen to it a couple of months later, and I'm like, wow, I see what they talking about.
Now, is there times where people will hear that track and tell you that they think it means something totally different than what you were trying to give them?
No. I mean, everybody that's heard the track, you know, like in the studio, we listen to it. Even my wife, her friends, you know, we sit around, they like, man, that's the favorite one right there. That's the one right there. And they get it right away.
One of the tracks I really liked was, actually a couple tracks, but Desire was one of them. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was about my daughter. See, man, I used to be out in the streets wilding, you know what I'm saying? I did everything under the sun, you know. But when I finally came in, it's like I was missing time with my daughter. So I had to sit down for a minute. And actually, that song was a poem to her. So I wrote it as a poem. I sent it off to her. It came back because they had moved from their address. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put this to a beat. Maybe she'll hear it then, you know? And that's how it came about. And it's like one of the that's most heartfelt, man. I'm telling you. That's my jam.
It's funny that you say that because the emotion in that track really comes through, man, and that's why that was one of my favorites, because you could really tell that song is really close to you, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. Wow.
This is a great track. It's Desire from DeRay, indie music from the Elixir, exclusively on SongCast.
Hey, baby. Look here. It's your daddy right here. Mariah. Yeah. This should explain everything. Just push play. Wasn't present when you was born, your mother's heart was torn. She birthed you lonely in the eye of the storm. But I give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. One of a kind, daddy was blind, but over time can see it's time to show you what you mean to me. Had one Nisha lady hold it against me. I know she missed me so much. Popping in, popping out with a limited touch. I still recall how she was conceived that stormy night. Loving was right, and we did it with all of might. Here come the sunlight. Said I would give you a holler, and went home with lipstick around my collar. And now it's time to swallow my pride and put the past behind. Twice in a year, daddy could have died, but I survived. Now I'm stronger for that. My hunger for that is longer for that. Living in sin, what's wronger than that? Acts of fornication. My desire is for you to soar higher, straight through the fire. I'll give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. One of a kind, Mariah. My desire is for you to soar higher, straight through the fire. I'll give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. The tender age of 3. Look at you, lovely as light, and also so exceptionally bright. Lord, help me to fight the strife in the middle height of my life. I'm trying to do what's right, yeah, but times are tight, and it's not like I wanna stay away from you. Willing to plan, trying to make the pleasant days come true. And in due time, you understand this man is for real. Catching visions of me missing, kissing and hugging you still. I know you heard many times that your daddy don't care. Breathing the negativity that's in the air. It's never fair. I'm well aware. We let them say what they wish, stabbing my back, but they greet me with a kiss. Peep this, see, God use fools to confine the wise. So when I spot them hating, it don't surprise my eyes, because now I realize that I'm a child of God. And whoa, no, I can't spare the rod, that there is hard. Mariah, my desire is for you to soar higher, straight through the fire. I'll give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. One of a kind, Mariah. My desire is for you to soar higher, straight through the fire. I'll give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. One of a kind. See, my desire is for you to soar as high as you can. Certain conditions left me stranded, but it's not like I ran. And you know your daddy, but not like you should. I'll be the one to blame, feeling the shame. I wish I could just rewind rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, my situations that had me confined. Deep in my mind, I was bearing my cross daily, fully inebriated. Thought I was escaping, but reality was waiting. Taking you for granted and shaking with God planted. The ecstasy and codeine addictions was hard to manage. The damage that I've caused, it's not your fault, cause I was living in a circle of demons. Demons I brought, but it fought for me like I'm a fight for you. And through, I'm gonna make it right for you. It's time to pause, I'm clenching my jaws. I'ma kiss you later, cause tears is soaking up this paper. Mariah, my desire is for you to soar higher, straight through the fire. I'll give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. One of a kind, Mariah, my desire is for you to soar higher, straight through the fire. I'll give my arm to rewind time. Sweet little daughter of mine, a precious gift that you could never find. One of a kind.
You are streaming the Hip Hop Spotlight, commercial-free indie music from around the world. True music discovery. We are discovering some great music out of Houston, artist by the name of DeRay. At this point in our interview, I asked him about one of my favorite songs on the record, The Elixir, a song called After the Rain.
Same thing, man. Me and my boy Big Shooter, Big Six Shooter, we got in there and we did that thing. He just... That actually started with a conversation we had outside the studio. We was just talking. And the next day, I think the next week, the following week, he wrote that verse. I already had the first verse. He wrote that verse and I wrote the third one. That was like, it comes together like that because that's all a song is a conversation. Me and you can sit here and have a conversation and I'll go write a song about it. That's it.
Here is After the Rain.
Yeah. Better is the end of a thing. Come on.
This is a Deep Francis production.
Now in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no merciful game. I used to beg and borrow, committing crimes with no shame. Lord, I'm trying to change, so keep your psalms on me. Deliver me from strange women and these phony homies. Fake baby mamas with drama claiming that I'm the one. So why she ducking and dodging and constantly on the run? You really know who the daddy is? Is it DeRay? I've got to know. If that's my kid, let's take DNA. Know it's your feeling here, your daughter's fathers. They finally made it, now you kicking yourself. Cause I'm the one you should've stayed with. You play with emotions that was so easily given. I'm doing fine, now I pray that's how you living. Know you missing me, Mariah, and it's not my fault. Look at your mama and the woman she saw, now she caught after the rain. Who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no mercy for game. After the rain, who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no mercy for game. Hope you can hang. If not, don't point the finger and blame. Better pick yourself up and do it again. Do it again. After the rain, who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no mercy for game. Hope you can hang. If not, don't point the finger and blame. Better pick yourself up and do it again. Do it again.
Why don't you just be yourself? If you a nerd, you a nerd. I know a chick that sold her soul for some diamonds and furs. Since the last time we spoke, so many things have occurred. I can't begin to make amends for the people I hurt. They don't want to see us win, they want us covered in dirt. I hate it's been a couple years since I recorded with Perk. Remember it like yesterday when my brother got burned. Know why you make the same mistakes? Because you still haven't learned. You gotta have a little patience, everyone get a turn. So do your best to stand out, don't try to run with the herd. Because they leave your ass out fitting in for the birds. I'm trying to tell you what I know about the things I've observed. They say the good die young and we get what we deserve. I still fall asleep at night thinking about her curves. But if it was the fifth man, we'd all be swerving. God gon' love me anyway, he know that I don't deserve it.
Amen. After the rain, who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no merciful game. Hope you can hang. If not, don't point the finger and blame. Better pick yourself up and do it again. Do it again. After the rain, who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no merciful game. Hope you can hang. If not, don't point the finger and blame. Better pick yourself up and do it again. Do it again. At times I walk around with a large smile on my face, but something's missing though. Wishing for more safer space. Cause this race is not determined on who wins or not. But if you finish, then do you deserve your props? And I'm not standing before you like I'm better than you. It's transgressive what I'm going through too. A partial clue to a few who only knew that my view is see-through. Infatuation, stop racing, be patient, it's cool. Ask up for fools, not the two for you to plant your seed. No reason Either sipping, popping pills, mind clouded by weed. Sit here to speak on it. I did all the above, plus put a freak on it to subsidize true love. I wish it was a way that I could stop this hatred real wide. Cause even though we think it's right, we're scorching inside. I guess it is what it is until the day he returns. Alter your ways, you don't wanna be burned. You don't wanna after the rain, who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no merciful game. Hope you can hang. If not, don't point the finger and blame. Better pick yourself up and do it again. Do it again after the rain. Who's the last man to stay? Cause in these streets of sorrow, it ain't no merciful game. Hope you can hang. If not, don't point the finger and blame. Better pick yourself up and do it again. Do it again.
You are streaming the Hip Hop Spotlight, True Music Discovery on SongCast. We are checking out some great music out of Houston. Artist by the name of DeRay. Pick up some tracks from the Elixir. Support indie music. And continue on here with our interview with DeRay. Indie music, the words behind the music on SongCast. So do you do the lyrics first, or do you come up with a beat first, or is some of your lyrics freestyled?
No, I do. I have the melody in my head. See, everything that you hearing on that Elixir album, anything I do everything. From the wardrobe, the artwork, the beats, the rhymes, the breakdowns. No, that's all me. That's all coming from my heart. I just have somebody else doing it for me, pushing the buttons for me. You know what I'm saying? So, to answer your question, I may get the beat first, because I already have it in my head. I might write. It depends. Sometimes I write the words, then I go get the beats to match them, you know? It's just artistry, man. It's more than rap. I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist.
Well, I think it's cool that you do stuff in different ways rather than just follow the same formula every time. It kind of keeps it spontaneous in a way, you know?
Right. Right.
So how long did it take you to record all these tracks? 9 tracks on the record?
Yeah, 9 tracks. I would say 9 months. As if you're going through a pregnancy and you deliver that baby. I cut the umbilical cord at 9 months and produced this thing to the world, which is the Elixir.
So how was
my baby?
How was the third trimester different from the first trimester?
And you know what?
Tell me about how this baby grew along the way.
Oh man. Well, first of all, it was an unexpected pregnancy. Because I wasn't even thinking about it. No, the reason why I say that because I wasn't really thinking about. I always wrote, and I got beats. I still got beats. I'm working on the next one right now. I'm 3 songs deep into the next one.
The unexpected pregnancy. You wrote songs in the backseat of a car.
No. No, what I mean by that is because I'm a barber. I was up in the barbershop cutting hair and overheard this little young producer, Norier. I think he did like 4 tracks on the Elixir, and he was talking about he do music, so we had him play some of his tracks, and I'm like, yeah, that's fire. So I sent him some samples, you know what I'm saying, and he shot them right back to me. I'm like, yeah, he's fire. So that's when I started writing. I'm like, you know what, I'm finna go and put out another album, man, and that's how that came about. But it took like 9 months, man, so that's why I say it was a baby, and I cut the umbilical cord on that thing, and here she is, smacked it on her ass, and there you go.
How about details? Is that kind of talking about all the detail that went into doing the record?
Oh, that details, man. The women like that. See, I can write music about anything in my life, but I'm real clever at writing for the women. I can do that, man. I can do that without a pen. I can just look at the paper and words are formed to it. But that's like true story. When I was in barber school, you know what I'm saying? Everything I said was a truth from word verbatim. It's true. And that's going to be a video too. We're going to shoot a video for that one soon.
From the Elixir, here is DeRay, indie music out of Houston. This is Details.
Details. My dreams need details. For real. Look. Yeah. Do you remember when we first met? I never forget. It was cool, you didn't mind that I was struggling halfway through barber school. Now that's cool. Safe to say that you was down from jump. Return business, consistent, persistent, brown from jump. Gave you my number, and I told you anytime before 10, cause I was staying with my mama. Respect even then, and just when I thought that I would never love again. You came in. A soulmate disguised the friend. Hearts finally mended from all the hurt in the past. And with a woman like you, I left my flirt in the past. You so easy going, easily knowing my mood. Although sometimes I might come off as too rude, and yet sometimes cruel. My words will cut you like a razor blade, but I remain apologetic for mistakes that I made. You did deserve that, baby. Now I know better. Pen in the Al Green lady. Let's stay together. Details. No other man, bet he can't do what I can. Why drop 100 Sonata when you got a cat in sedan? See, my plans was to be more than friends. Whoever knew that a one-night stand could lead to channel set wedding bands. I appreciate the love that's given. So many shattered hearts, shackled in prison, wishing decisions that were made were fake. But like being caught up in a bad dream and just can't seem to wake up. But I'ma tell you, queen, stay tough. A fool once but twice now. I watch you, I trust. Embrace my words when I feel like I'm in a transgress. Thinking my father like a order, cause I know I've been blessed. I suggest that if you love them, then show them. They'll appreciate it. She stated I lost some edge back since we first dated. Hated, it happened. We all make mistakes, and I'll apologize as long as it takes. But wait, details. Details.
You are checking out DeRay, featured artist on the Hip Hop Spotlight out of Houston. That song called Details from the release The Elixir. Head online wherever you purchase digital music. Buy some tracks from The Elixir. Support DeRay. Support indie music. Tell your friends also about SongCast, true music discovery. Let's continue on with our interview with DeRay on SongCast.
Do you have any videos off the record now that are available?
I am. Featuring Relentless.
Tell me about that
YouTube. One. Oh, that's like... Well, my homeboy, well, not my homeboy, he was a new client. He come in, see, everything is just gravitating toward me because my portals are open right now. Come to find out, I asked him, what do he do? He said he was a photographer, videographer. So he was like, yeah, I just shot a video for Scarface. I'm like, Scarface? Well, you know, Brad Jordan, yeah, Houston, Texas. So he showed me the video. I'm like, yeah, let's work. We did that video in 2 days. And it's a nice video too, man. You need to check that one out. It's called I Am, EYEAM.
We were transforming minds. They are gonna come after you with everything you love. They gonna give you the tools that you need to destroy yourself.
She used to tell me everything was gonna be okay, so I keep writing, keep fighting, and always pray, Heavenly Father, I'm in need of your hand. Man, it's like I'm stuck in quicksand, cause things ain't going as planned. I'ma let your will be done, and I'm gonna follow your lead through this maze of deception, envy, and greed. We all make mistakes, see, that's a part of life as we grow, while seeking shelter out the storm from the strife when it blows. And who knows, maybe we're sleeping with the enemy, or maybe the enemy is a kin of me, or a friend of me. Insensibly, it's hard to discern. Feel like a fire's in my bosom. I can feel this burn. It's my turn, and you knew that I would win from start. Resist the arrows of flame that's aimed straight for my heart. I was taught, steady being taught. And Lord, only you know that it's some dirt I've done without being caught. But I am. So if you ever witness tears in my eyes, then you will see a revolutionary inside. But this time it's televised. We ain't going nowhere. Let's stay heated, cause it's cold out here. Baby, it's cold out here. So if you ever witness tears in my eyes, then you will see a revolutionary inside. But this time it's televised. We ain't going nowhere. Let's stay heated, cause it's cold out here.
Yeah. Every morning that I rise up, bliss, open my eyes up, stressed out, sick and tired, bro. Respect folk dying for it, bullshit, no time for it. I'm concentrating on money. Stand away from them dark clouds that try to rain when the sun is funny how the blame ain't the choice you made in life. Funny how your homeboy testify against you and get the same amount of time. It's a rhyme to the beat, but a story from the streets because the ghetto ice cold. regardless of the heat. I'm on my own 10 toes, on my own 2 feet. Devil's bargain for my soul, whether woke or dead sleep. I roll my leaf up and I smoke good. Used to ride my Fleetwood, used to feel blessed to eat good and tell my mama we good. I live there so I see hood. She telling me, boy, please be good. Don't worry, mama, I see these devils. I'm laughing, blowing the sweet good, and I am. A revolutionary.
So if you ever witness tears in my eyes, then you will see a revolutionary inside. But this time it's televised. We ain't going nowhere to stay heated, cause it's cold out here. Baby, it's cold out here. So if you ever witness tears in my eyes, then you will see a revolutionary inside. But this time it's televised. We ain't going nowhere to stay heated, cause it's cold out here. It's time to pick up the pieces for our sons, daughters, nephews, and nieces. Lay all our cards on the table and hope this nonsense cease. Diseases and plagues misled. Fled through this nation. Silent death we facing. Man-made virus erasing. Trying to be patient. My patience at the edge of my seat. Inject the truth with syringe. Watch evil men retreat. How could they spit on our brain and tell us it's rain? A damn shame how they snatching organs out of our frame. And you can keep the fame. Man, that ain't gonna do it. This king gon' maintain and run right through it. My molecular structure is solid. That's to the bone. I'm a king, not what's in my body. Witness the throne and these clones don't wanna see you doing your thing, bro. House nigga, Steven looking ass on Django. Aim slow, release swift. Lyrical gifts, ain't no ands, buts or ifs when beats are real, cause I am. So if you ever witness tears in my eyes, then you will see a revolutionary inside. But this time it's televised. We ain't going nowhere to stay heated, cause it's cold out here. Baby, it's cold out here. So if you ever witness tears in my eyes, then you will see a revolutionary inside. But this time it's televised. We ain't going nowhere to stay heated, cause it's cold out here.
So we always say at the Black Panther Party that they can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary. And you're going to have to keep on saying that.
You are streaming the Hip Hop Spotlight True Music Discovery on SongCast. We are checking out DeRay, our featured artist, on Spotlight, checking out tracks from The Elixir as our interview continues.
All right, how about the track More Persistent?
Oh, featuring K Jazz. She's an established local artist down here in Houston, Texas. And, so I'm writing it. Another one for the women, my innermost thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Some of that, you know what I'm saying, it happened, true. So I'm like, dang. I was gonna sing the bridge in the hook, you know? I'm like, nah, I need a female. So I wrote her part, submitted it to her, and that was it. She came in the studio and she laid it down, man, for me. And that was, oh, man, beautiful. Did you hear her at the end?
I did hear her at the end.
Oh, man. And she looked just like she sound, bro.
All right. Thank you so much, DeRay, for hanging out with us, taking us inside your amazing tracks. Here's one final song from The Elixir. I highly recommend you head online, wherever you purchase digital music, buy some tracks from The Elixir, support DeRay, support indie music. Out of Houston, B&M Entertainment. Here is DeRay, More Persistent, indie music, true music discovery on SongCast.
Out of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're my favorite meal. Some say this passion that I have is too persistent for two. You got me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah, it's true, a cliche. When you in love, you're blind. Intoxicating, your fragrances got me on cloud nine. It's getting cold, trying both to hold a grip on this storm. Intimate visions of you clutched off in these tattoo arms. Sounding the alarm, cause I'm about to bomb for show. And just like Joe, don't wish to be a player no more. Never hoes or bitches. When you be caught in my presence and no fake switches. I got that G-type of essence, I'm just guessing. But do that brother really satisfy your need? Like take his time when he ride and make you purr the word, please better take heed. Cause I'm a single bachelor, and if I see some choice, then I might end up snatching her. The fact is, girl, that pleasureful seduction's a must. Want it to last a while, it's just too good to rush. You see the love that I make it so persistent with you. You got me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah, it's true, the cliche, when you in love, you're blind. Intoxicating, your fragrance has got me on cloud nine. You see the love that I make it so persistent with you. You got me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah, it's true, the cliche, when you in love, you're you're blind. Intoxicating, your fragrance has got me on cloud nine. What it's gonna take for me to infiltrate your secrets by Vicky. Perhaps a stomach hickey that'll leave your inner thigh sticky. Lady, get with me. I promise that you wouldn't wanna leave. Just like a breeze through the trees, I'll make you buckle your knees. Just roll you slowly, sugar, hold me with a delicate touch. A piece of every niece. I love you indeed so much. You got me stiffing. If it seems I'm going too fast, let me know. Don't wanna rush you like Usher. Let's take it nice and slow from your head to toe for show. I'ma roll like a flower from the bed to the shower. Every hour I'll devour. Ain't no coward when it comes to my passion. I got what you want, so ain't no need for no asses. So just unfasten your blouse and let me do the rest. Chisel stroke from my tongue up on your succulent breast. Strongly suggest that you listen to ambition. Go ahead, assume the position all night. I'ma reassure you made the right decision. You see the love that I make it so persistent with you. You got me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah, it's true. The cliche, when you in love, you're blind. Intoxicating, your fragrance has got me on cloud nine. You see the love that I make it so persistent with you. You got me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah, it's true. The cliche, when you in love, you're blind. Intoxicating, your fragrance has got me on cloud nine.
The love that we make is and has plenty heat with lots of rhythm. No need for us to pretend on the cool. We started out as big friends. Now we have reason doing things that I thought I wouldn't do. My love's persistent with you, persistent and so true, so true, so.
Listen, explore, discover indie music from around the world. Spotlight features all types of indie music. Hip-hop, rock, pop, electronic, country, blues, jazz, and more. Spotlight. Spotlight. Listen to thousands of hours of archived indie music anytime, anywhere. Experience Spotlight. The best indie music from around the world. Commercial-free and free to stream. SongCast Radio. True music discovery.